Hey, what's going on, dude? Staxers here, and welcome back to our NHL 18 franchise mode with the Vancouver Canucks. This is a simulation series that I'm doing at the moment. I did start off with Montreal first, but I didn't get past the first episode. I feel like this one's gonna be a lot more interesting though. No one's doing Vancouver franchise mode at the moment, and I want to be basically one of the first ones to do it. Well, not the first ones, but I want to be one of the rare people that are actually doing the franchise mode for Vancouver there. So here we are at the resign phase here. We sent Sven Birchie a contract, and then we are also going to send the Sedin brothers a contract. So we're going to give them maybe, let's try 2975 for both of them. I know one of them is going to want a little more than the other, which is very weird, but I'm going to go ahead and send them a contract. Weirkosh, I think I'll pass on him. Who else is there? Nick Dowd. That one's a tough one, actually. Derek Dorsett, though, I'm going to buy out his contract because currently he isn't even a part of the Vancouver Canucks, so I'm going to go ahead and buy him out. That's okay. Now we have Besser, Godolbin. We got Jake Virtanen for fourth line. And then we have a bunch of other red low potential guys here in the AHL. We definitely have to fix up the right side there. Then we got Sven Birchie, who will probably take the first line. I'm hoping Sedin signs back. He'll take the second line. And then we got Louis Eriksson, who will probably take the right side of the second line there. That's a terrible contract. Wow. 4 years at $6 million. That's kind of insane. We got Gons, Boucher. I think Boucher will probably take the fourth line there. I'm not too sure who's going to be taking the third line at the moment yet. We got Brendan Leipsic. Well, he can also take the fourth line. One of these guys have to take the fourth line. So we're going to have to definitely make a trade here during the off season. And I feel like it's going to be Gons. Because he has the lowest potential out of the dudes. We have Tyler Mott, who's 23. We'll keep him down in the AHL or AHL him. I'm not re-signing Archibald. No, thank you. Okay, we got some young prospects here. Center-wise, we have Bo Horvat. I'm probably going to use him for first-line center again. He had an amazing season this year. 68 points plus 15. Can he replicate that? I feel like he can. Then we have Sedin, Gagne, and Sutter. So our center depth is amazing, to be honest. Like, we have so much sentiment, it's crazy. We definitely have to get rid of one of them at some point, though. Gaudette, I really want to play him on the fourth line. I want to give him that ice time. How did he do? He played 21 games for us. He had 7 points, so he didn't do too bad, but he didn't do like very well either. So for AHL, I think we'll have Pedersen, Schuppert, I guess Castles, hey? Do I want one of these guys? Nah. Their potential isn't good at all, to be honest. We got Dallin, McKenzie, who's 21 years old. Should I sign this guy? No, we'll pass on him, I think. Okay, let's check out our defensemen. So Chris Tanev, we have Ben Hutton. I think they'll take the first line pairing. That way Ben Hutton can get the most growth I can get out of him. Give him as much ice time as I can. Then we'll have S.L. Lindell, who will take the top 4 position there. Pouliot maybe in the top 6, I guess, with Stetcher. So we definitely got to sign a right-handed top 4 defenseman, or even a spot holder. Because this might be a rebuilding season again. I feel like it's going to be another rebuilding season, which I don't mind because there are some fairly good picks here in the upcoming draft. Good Branson. Oh my goodness. He has $4 million at 3 years. Wow. What a contract. Wow. I don't know about that one. Biega, he'll probably be in the AHL. Disaster. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Yo, Levy, I'll think I'll use him for the top 6 position this time because he didn't exactly grow or anything. He might be ready for that top 4 position though. So yeah, we got quite a bit of people to work on here. Okay, goalies. Markstrom. We'll have Demko for backup. Bachman for the starter role down in the AHL, so we're going to send him a contract. I think that's everybody. I really believe that's everybody now. Let's go ahead and advance a day here. And if all goes well, we'll also send Brock Besser a contract. Although I am not interested in principal. So Sedins didn't want to sign, it looks like. Let's try it again. Let's give it another try. We're going to get the Sedins in here no matter what. If they're not retiring, they're going to continue to play for me. So offer a contract. So 1 year we'll offer them 3,750. Same with Henrik there. 3,750. Let's see what that does for us. Hopefully they decide to sign for us. Or is it going to be one of those? Okay. Awesome. So they both signed. I'm pretty excited about that. So other than that, we don't have too much else. We don't really need to sign anyone else. We could be a contending team this year. That could be the case. These guys we're going to get rid of. We don't need the 4th liner. Adam Gaudette's going to be taking that spot anyway, so we don't really need them. Okay, so Cole Castles, we'll give them our 2-year extension, why not? And then these guys, I'm not giving an extension to. They're just contracts that are kind of being wasted at the moment. I'd rather give him one. Let's give him one. Brett McKenzie, and might as well put Stukel. Nah. Palmer. Jet Woo. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's it. Let's sim to the free agency now and see what free agency has to offer for us. Hopefully a right-handed top 4 defenseman. If not, we'll get a spot holder at the moment. How's their trade block looking at the moment? Let's see. We got Louis Eriksson and the Sedins on the trade block. We're going to get them off of the trade block because we just re-signed them. I don't see why we would have them on the trade block. I don't mind having Louis Eriksson on the trade block though. He can be on the trade block. Okay, so Tavares has gone to free agency. I'm really tempted to do this one. Then we got John Carlson, Moresi, Stastny, Hoodler. We got Calvin DeHaan, Nick Holden, Ian Cole, Andre Suster. Should we give him a chance? Let's see. See, I don't want to make a run for the playoffs this year, but we can. We definitely can with the free agents that are available. But I don't want to at the same time. I'm going to keep this as realistic as possible, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to offer Andre Suster a contract here at about $5,500,000 or $5,750,000 for 1 year. We're going to see if that pans out for us. And if so, I'll be pretty happy about that. And then we're also going to sign. See, before I start simming, let's see what we have for youngsters here. We got a bunch of restricted free agents. Kempe. We got Schmaltz. Top 6 pairing defenseman. Let's see. So we got a 24-year-old in Nikita Shoshnikov here. But that will be taking Jake for Tannen's spot, so I'm not gonna Not gonna bother with him. Let's see. Adam Marsharon. You know, I'm gonna get this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and offer him a contract. 20-year-old. Matthias From. Also a 20-year-old. Might as well get him. Down the line, these guys are just gonna be trade bait potential guys. More than likely. We'll attempt to grow them, but I feel like more so they're gonna be trade bait. Della Rose. Della Rose. Let's try him. 1 year. 800. See how it works. If he grows into something, that'd be cool. Defensively. Can we get a defensive prospect now? Rob O'Gara? I don't know. Timer Runanen. Marcus Niemelin. How are their defense stats looking? You know, as an offensive defenseman, this guy's really good at defense. That's really weird. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a contract. And then I think that should be it. Sim to next season, see how this works. Accepted, 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 accepted. There you go. Okay, we got a bunch of free agent signings now. Some young prospects coming in, and then we also have the Andre Suster, who's going to take that top 4 per position there. Okay. What else do we need? I'm going to give it a check quickly. Okay, so I checked, and all I really need is like a growing right winger at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to check for that. Someone who's maybe Tyraddy, actually. He's a depth guy. Soshnikov. We can get Samuelson. Samuelson. Oh, one way. No, not that much. We'll give him $9.75 for 1 year. So basically, like an almost like an entry-level contract, but we're not going to be using him up here. And I think that's it for who I can sign, pretty much. There you go, Samuelson. Okay, so we're pretty much set for the next year, I feel like. I don't know if we're going to be rebuilding still or if we'll actually be contenders, but that's the fun of this game. We're going to figure out what's going on, and then we're going to move on from there, pretty much. So basically, we just have... Let's see... Alrighty, dude, so I have the lines all set up here. So the first line here, it remains the same. We have Brock Besser, Bo Horvat, and Sven Berchi. Same with the second line, it's pretty much the same. We got the 2 sedins with Louis Eriksson. Maybe this time Louis Eriksson won't get injured. Then our third line will be Godolbin, Gagne, and Reed Boucher. And for some reason, Sutter and Granlund, they lost a bit of morale, I guess, and they're no longer third line playing forwards. They're a depth forward and a fourth line forward. So we're going to put them on the fourth line. Hopefully they do pretty good. We have Jake Virtanen here. Hopefully he can gain some morale down here on the fourth line this year. And then for defense, we got Ben Hutton, Chris Tanev. We got S.L. Lindell from the wild trade that we made with Dallas there. We have Andre Suster, the free agent pickup. Then we got Stetcher and Derek Pouliot. Other than that, we have Alex Biega and Brendan Gaunce there. So I'm going to switch up the lines down here also. And then I'll be right back. Okay, so the lines in the AHL, they're looking fairly good already. So I actually decided I'm going to switch out Brand Sutter. I know he's getting paid $4 million. This will probably be his last year anyways. We're going to go ahead and put Adam Gaudette in. And then we're going to see how well he does throughout the season. There's no way I'm trading him out for Brandon Sutter there, so I can see Brandon Sutter going sometime soon here. Maybe through trade or something like that, but He doesn't have too much time here in Vancouver, it looks like. Okay, so this is how the AHL is looking. We have Michael Disaster. I know he's getting paid $3 million. He's probably going to be trade bait for the most part. We got Good Branson, who also is getting paid a crap ton of money to play in the AHL. Dylan Boulias, Oli Olevi, who will get that top 4 position. Evan McKenney, and then Jamie Cyphers. Yeah, for the most part, a lot of those players who are getting paid a lot now, we're probably going to trade them throughout the year here, because they aren't playing in the NHL anyways. We got Leipzig, Pedersen, and then Della Rose, so we got kind of like a Swedish pairing other than Leipzig here. We got Samuelson, Jonathan Dallin, and then Tyler Mott. And then other than that, we don't have too much going on down here for the prospects other than Matthias Fromm. Scratched. Who do we got scratched? So there's some players here that we can put in. Cole Lynn being one. We'll put Cole Lynn in, yeah. We're going to put Cole Lynn in. And then, how are his stats? So, his stats are pretty decent. He's pretty fast. I feel like we'll keep him on this line for the most part of the season. But yeah, other than that, this is the basic lineup here. Kind of hoping this turns out for me. I don't know how well this line's going to do for us, but we will see. We might be contenders by the end of the year. Holy crap, Markstrom took a huge jump. What happened? Wasn't he like 82 or something last year overall? Whoa. And we have him for 2 more years. He's a starting goaltender, you guys. Thatcher Demko will take up the backup position. Wow, I just realized that, to be honest. That's insane. Okay, let's get into this, I guess. You know, because I really want to keep Henrik Sedin a captain, but I also want to give captaincy to maybe one of the younger guys. No, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it. Might as well. In memory of the Sedins there. Alright, dude. So we're gonna start the sim. I don't know how much simulation I'm gonna get done here, but we already did get quite a bit done here with the resign phase and the free agency and whatnot. Vancouver is looking a lot different than they did it a year ago. It definitely is looking a lot different, but I'm going to try to keep it as close to the original team that we had at the start as I can. And grow off the young players that we got, pretty much. So we're going to edit our scouting assignment. Let's check out. Let's see. Let's go to United States. I'm going to look for some defensemen. For 6 weeks. There you go. Troy Stetcher is injured. What's going on here? This isn't good. We're not having many good we're not having too much luck with the injuries here. This line's doing fairly decent. Defensively, we're doing fairly decent, looks like. Yeah. Nice. Okay, let's just continue to the regular season. I don't really care for the preseason, to be honest. Stop simulation. Let's see how we did on that last game there. A shootout win. There you go. Let's go ahead and go to the regular season now. Ben Hutton's good to go. Okay. So the Canucks have gained morale due to locker room interactions. That's kind of a good sign. It means that the players are pretty trustworthy of one another here. Let's go ahead. This is the first game. It's a home game. We're going to go ahead and simulate it. So for the very first game and the very first period, what will happen in Vancouver? New team, new names. Let's see what happens. So Reed Boucher, he go ahead. he went ahead and he fired one into the back of the net. Max Jones had no chance, it looks like. But then Logan Couture would fire one back, I guess. Tie game for the first period. Another period, Brent Burns slaps one to the back of the net. Daniel Sedin responds, and then a Brock Besser also responds. Last period, Bo Horvat. Way to be. So far our team's looking fairly good. Reed Boucher got assisted off of Gagne and Virtanen. And then Daniel Sedin had a goal from Louis Eriksson and his brother Henrik. Besser got a goal also from Sven Berchi and Bo Horvat, and then Bo Horvat put one away also. So that first line looks like it's going to be a point getter line. Pretty excited about that. Work in progress. Alrighty, dude. So I went to view lines here, and I wanted to see where John Tavares landed. And as you can tell, John Tavares landed in New Jersey. He is now New Jersey's first line center. Nico Hischier is going to have to take a step back there. Yeah, he's New Jersey's first line center. Surprise, surprise. Taylor Hall and John Tavares on the line. That's such a deadly line. Oh my god. That's insane. Yeah. Wanted to check that out. Okay, dude. So I'm not too sure how far I want to go. I think I'm just going to go to just before trade deadline, and I'll leave it to you guys on what you think I should do with the team here. So what I'm hoping for is that I get some major growth from some of the younger guys here. That being Golovin, Virtanen, Boucher, hopefully. Maybe a little bit of growth from him. And then I also want to grow Ben Hutton. That's why I have him on that first line pairing defense. And then Esa Lindell is also a work in progress. He's a low top 4 defenseman, but God, I'm going to switch it quickly. Okay, there you go. I just put Brandon Sutter over Jake Virtanen there pretty much. Oh my god. All my players are starting to get injured now. It's not good. Yeah, so Brandon Sutter's on the 4th line now. He's playing with Gaudette and Granlund. Kind of like a 4 or 3 line centerman line, whatever. Okay, so after the first month, Vancouver is in a playoff position, but it looks like we're just squeaking in. We're not exactly the Calgary Flames there, but we're present at the moment. Brock Besser is on more than a point per game production there. He has 15 points in 11 games. So hopefully he can keep that up. And let's see. What can we switch around here? Everybody's doing fairly good. Brandon Sutter, not so much, but that's okay. Golovin, he has 3 goals, 2 assists. Granlund, he's kind of present. How's this new top 4 defense pairing looking like? It's looking pretty decent. That line's not doing too good. Let's switch these around and see how they look. And see how they do from there, actually. Hopefully they can do a little better. Okay, let's continue the sim. Alright, dudes. So now for the month of November, once I switch this. Get Sutter out of there. Put Jake Virtanen back in. So now for the month of November 2018. And what to start off? I think I'm gonna have to switch up their whatchamacallit there. We're definitely gonna have to maybe switch up their, what am I trying to get here? The injury. I gotta turn the injury thing down. I really don't like how that is. We're just gonna put Stetcher in for most of these. Stetcher's been a very good defenseman for us, so we're gonna go with him. Pouliot, switch him with Biega. There you go. Now we can expect some losses here because our defense core isn't exactly to par, sadly. Which we're gonna search for another defense man. Specifically a right-handed guy. Hopefully we can find one in the draft here. That'd be pretty sick. Wow, we're actually still winning. Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-game win streak, and then we lose to Buffalo. We restart the win streak in Arizona again. And then we lose to LA, lose to Chicago. Here's a real test. Pittsburgh 4-0 win. Wow. Montreal. What can we get here? Anything. Okay, 2-1 loss. So where are we sitting now? Brock Besser, 27 points. Wow, he's having quite the career. Vancouver, we're just squeaking in. We're a point above Edmonton Oilers, so that's a thing, I guess. How's everybody looking here? Kate Berchi. These lines are doing very good. This third line can use a little work in progress there. Maybe if we had like a playmaker to play for Godolphin there, other than Gagne, or maybe like a two-way forward to help with the defense. That might help. Granlund, +1. 2 goals, 6 assists. Can we switch these guys? No, I'm not going to switch them. Adam Gaudette, he's doing fairly decent. And then there's Jake Virtanen. Wow. Jake Virtanen, +4. He really wants to stay here. These lines are doing fairly decent. But we could use SL Lindell back. That would definitely make this team a lot better. Alrighty, dude. So, month of December, we're going to go ahead and simulate that past. So far, Vancouver's been doing fairly good. I'm not disappointed with them. Oh, good Branson. What the frick? See, what's up with all the injuries? Holy crap. It should not be like this. There you go. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I'm switching the injuries. I'm going to switch injuries. Okay, so one of the things I hate most is like when the injuries like start to pile up. I really don't like that in franchise mode. So I'm going to go ahead and go to gameplay sliders. We're going to go to injuries and I'm going to switch it to 8. I'm going to switch it to 8 there. Too many injuries. Way too many injuries. Okay. Now back to simulation again. We're going to finish up the month of December here. Go all the way up to Ottawa. So Tampa Bay, a loss. A win in... Sorry. A win in Nashville. Let's go ahead and switch out. Oh my god. This is getting a little bit repetitive. Like just a little bit. Okay, let's switch out Grisebois. Put good Branson back in. There you go. Let's go to the Senators. Yeah, I don't really care about Biega. He can do whatever he wants there. 3-0 win, 6-5 loss against the Ducks. Let's edit our scouting assignment. Actually, I gotta take a look at the draft class here. We're gonna go ahead and look at defensemen in the SHL. So 3-2 win against the Vegas Golden Knights. A loss to Anaheim again. A win in San Jose. Can we beat Edmonton? Yes, we can. 42 win in Edmonton. 2-1 loss against Minnesota, and we are at the start of January, my dudes. And from what it looks like, we are contenders, but we're obviously not the very best team at the moment. Okay, dude, so here's the draft class. We got John Banting in the top 5 there. Derek Markrox, Brian Hatcher, Patrick Grady, Jack Gannon, Ivan Nazarov as a goalie, Len McDonald, Jeremy Stoner, oh wow, Kelvin Emmerich, I wonder if this is Emmerich's younger cousin or something like that, Blake Murray, Ryan Suzuki, for some reason I heard that name before, Suzuki. Anyways, that's pretty much for the draft class. I guess we gotta search the WHL a lot more. Yeah. Alright, dude, so all the lines are doing fairly good. If I take a look at them. First line's holding up. That second line can use a bit of work there. Maybe like a right winger. I really want to trade Erickson. I really do. I want to get like a playmaking right winger for the Sedins. Yeah. Third line's holding up. Godolbin, he's a +2 with 18 points. Last year he had 30 points and he was a -1, so hopefully he can replicate and maybe even do better. Gagne is doing fairly decent at center here. We have Reed Boucher. He has 10 goals. That's the most goals he's ever scored in the NHL. At the NHL level there. And the most points also, I think. No, 19. Almost the most points. So if he scores one more point, which is going to happen, he's off to a career season, it looks like. The fourth line's holding up. Granlund, 4 goals, 7 assists. Gaudette has 5 goals, 9 assists. He's a -2 though. And then here's the big one. Jake Virtanen. He has 9 points. He's doing very good. I feel like with more ice time he can produce a lot more for us, but we're going to keep him down there. Stetcher. The defense pairings are working out for me. I like that. I like it. I'm still so surprised about this. Markstrom. He's a starter goaltender now. He went from like 83 overall to 86. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. And then there's Thatcher Demko here. What a beauty. Okay, dude, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to simulate up to February the 1st there. Get January over and done with. So 3-0 loss, a loss in Boston, a win in Tampa, a loss in Chicago. We get a good weekend off. No trade offers. Why are these guys still on the trade block? Anyways, let's take them off of there. So a loss in Calgary, a loss in San Jose, a loss in Calgary again. Then we win in Dallas. Can we win in... Yeah, we can. Capitals, we defeat the Capitals. Another 2 losses. Another win. Okay. And then a delay. So adding scouting assignment, we're going to want to look at the WHL a bit here. That seems to where most of the good prospects are. Okay, so that was a rough January. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins only. So that whole month we only had 5 wins, and we're actually sitting almost out of a playoff position. I don't know, this year's been a decent year for us, but it seems like we're struggling to get into that playoff position there. Our first line's doing good, our second line's starting to step up there. But it looks like our fourth line's taking most of the damage there. I have no idea why though. I'm a little bit confused. Wow, Troy Stetcher. Troy Stetcher's a very good top 6 defenseman. I'll be honest with you guys. The guy's almost like a top 4 defenseman, but Not exactly. He's very close to being one. So we're going to stick with the lines here. And we're going to go ahead and go up to the 23rd. And that's where we're going to end it off pretty much. So a loss in New Jersey, a win against Columbus, a loss in Dallas, another loss in LA. This isn't good. 8-5 win against the Golden Knights, but then we lose against Arizona. Sedins. We want the Sedins. Okay, so another loss, a win. Can we get another win? Yeah, another win. The Jets defeat us, sadly. So how many wins this? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So out of 12 games, we only won 4 games. That's terrible. We're not a playoff team. Definitely not a playoff team. We still have quite a bit to work on, it looks like. And Besser, he's still growing, which I'm happy about. He seems to enjoy playing with Bo Horvat and Sven Berchi here. That's second line, though. I think Reed Boucher is ready to take some extra ice time here. We'll probably throw him up here and trade off the Sedins. No, I can't trade off the Sedins. What am I talking about? Louis Eriksson. I think we're going to trade off Louis Eriksson. And either get Godolbin or Boucher up there. Yeah. I'm not too sure what to do here. We're going to have to make a trade, though, fairly quick here. I like S.L. Lindell. I really do. I feel like he should stick with us. I don't feel like trading him. He's still a growing prospect, so we'll probably keep him. Andre Suster, though. I'm glad I only signed him to 1 year. He is now trade bait for the trade deadline here. And then we also have Delzato and Goodbranson that we can trade off. Levy seems to be ready to take some top tier defensive whatever. Wow, holy crap, Elias Pettersson third line. What happened? Oh my god. Okay, so we're definitely going to get rid of a sentiment here. You know, it only makes sense to get rid of the Sedins and then give these guys extra ice time here, in my opinion. And Louis Eriksson too. If we can get rid of this line, that'd be super sick. But that's totally up to you guys on what I do there. Yeah. Goalies, Demko and Markstrom. So we're definitely going to be bringing up Elias Pettersson. We're going to give Jonathan Dallin that top centerman ice time there. Delo Rose. He's doing fairly decent. I want to bring up Leipzig also. So maybe getting rid of Sutter might be a good idea also. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it here, you guys. If you guys enjoyed this upload, I know it went by kind of slow. And I know I didn't talk as much as I wanted to, but I got what I got done pretty much. But yeah, other than that, I guess this upload is done with. Thank you guys for coming by and watching. I really appreciate the feedback. If you happen to leave some feedback there, and if you happen to drop by, don't forget to leave a like. That really helps me out. And yeah, definitely leave some feedback. What do you guys think I should do? Who I should trade before trade deadline there? I know we're going to be a rebuilding team once again for another year. At least another year. But yeah, other than that, thanks for dropping by. This has been Staxers. Peace out.